Hello, everybody. This is Sir Winston here on the Sir Winston Podcast, and it's episode 4, season 2. And today I want to be talking about Pop Smoke's new album. Now, Pop Smoke recently passed away from a gunshot wound from an intruder on February 19th, 2020. And it was a devastation because how so young he was and how the way that he wanted to impact the new rap game that's going on right now. He was just on a rise. He did 2 full mixtapes, and it was kind of like his debut album that he wanted to put out. And it kind of was one of those things where he was being like watched from everybody. There was a lot of buzz for him, and people loved his music, and it was the new generation as the rap star, and people loved his music and stuff. So I want to kind of go over on how I feel like this is a tragedy in music. So a lot been going on with a lot of new rappers not making it past 21, or just not even making it past 25. And it's real tragic to see that all these artists that are going and dying from tragedies, getting shot, or either just getting stabbed or just violence. And it's kind of saddening. You know, Pop Smoke had a future ahead of him. He didn't even make it past 21. He couldn't even go into a liquor store or go into a club, and he passed away. And it was kind of pretty sad to see that Pop Smoke passed away. I see a lot of the rappers now are actually a little older than when I was growing up, and then now the new rappers are seen to die off at a young age, and it's been tragedy after tragedy with everything that's going on. I mean, this was his first album, and it's his final album unless he has new material inside the vault or inside of his hard drive. So I'm hoping that they might put out another record that he was just working on. But I like to think of Pop Smoke's murder as like something that you can reflect on as an artist. This man actually came up and was working in the studio day in and day out, and that's dedication. That's dedication from him waking up every day, writing his music, getting his songs down, and that was kind of like one of the things that he did. And at 20 years old, putting out records, that's just amazing, man. I mean, when I was 20 years old, I wasn't even putting out records. I was actually just working on how to make records and how to keep doing them. And I knew how to do them, but I needed to find the person that can capture the right sound for me. And he had a sound at a younger age, and people was digging it. So it's kind of a tragedy, and I hate to see that on the news or see how the way that it's only been 4 months or something like that since his death. And it's kind of hard to think about that, and it's trending now in the news, and it's kind of hard to see that it brings back memories of all the people that died recently to violence. I'm glad that they're showing light to him. I'm glad that they're kind of saying, hey, Pop Smoke would have been, one of the greatest if he kept going, because his work ethic, a lot of good people have been saying good things about him. So I like to see the positivity about it, about what he was doing. I listened to a little bit to the album, and I'm jamming out to it. I highly suggest you to go listen to it, just to jam out and, listen to some new current music. I mean, I know you don't want to put down your old Jay-Z album, but, sometimes you just want to kind of listen to some new people, see what the new guys are doing, and seeing how they performing right now. So, what I like to do is I like to give 3 tips on how you can take this tragedy and turn this tragedy and turn it into a positive. So number 1 will be work ethic. I just did that on last Friday, and I talked about work ethic. Now, Pop Smoke, he probably was working on his album day in and day out. I heard that he was going to California just to work on albums. These guys, they live in the studio. They work on their music all the time. You might see them having a good time, but they're having a good time in the studio. They're not going somewhere, and if they do go somewhere, it's been a whole 7 days of just completely in the studio. And I'm pretty sure he probably has more music out there, and we just don't know about it just yet. So we're just kind of figuring out right now that he doesn't have the music right now, so out right now, but he probably has 2 or 3 albums already. So they're going to probably release it like they would do with the Prince albums that they're releasing. So tip 2 is keep your dreams alive. Your dreams are something that you can have right now, or it could be 20 years from now. So keep them dreams alive. Pop Smoke achieved his dreams at a young age, and that's a tragedy because he had more to go. And this is probably going to be a best-selling album. The numbers are showing it right now, which I'm seeing it, that the views are going up, and everybody's just listening to the Pop Smoke. Even Virgil created the artwork, and that it touched him because he is a very professional artist himself, with the clothing line and the streetwear, and with all the stuff that he's doing with Louis Vuitton. So it's kind of keeping your dreams alive. He kept his dreams alive. He did it, and he achieved it at a young age. And thirdly, I would say is make as much music as you can, because it lives on. Make as much music as you can. It lives on. So this music is going to probably live on. It's going to touch a lot of people. I'm still listening to the album right now, and I highly suggest you listen to the album. All right, everybody, this is Sir Winston Williams on the Sir Winston Podcast. I would like to give, RIP to Pop Smoke, and and my prayers to his family. And just until next time, everybody, peace.